Man, perfume sucks. You guys already know. Can't have any fun. I have to put it in the title. Not like I can not put the title of the company in the title. So here we go. A rebel. A renegade. Named his company Perfume Sucks. Of course it got my attention. I got on, check out the package. Stuff comes in. Might as well. I'm doing the sample today. I'm doing Red 198C. It's the name of it. It's what I'm wearing today. I'm branded with therapeutic fragrance. How are you guys doing? What are you guys wearing? You guys do any crazy fragrances? Am I the only one? I found a couple of you that do crazy stuff too. We're doing the green today, 368C. An experimentation on some coffee, hazelnut, marijuana. All right, guys, stay tuned for the review. All right, Perfume Sucks. Samples are, again, well executed. Atomizers, color to the juice. Green 368C comes in $65.33 US, 65 Swiss. They call them francs over there. I think so. If not, I'm sorry. I didn't know our dollar was basically the same, so that's easy. I don't know if that's normal or not. This is 52 ml at that price. So this guy barely charging over $1 an ml. Good prices. Swiss brand, 2018, launched in. I'll put this at a 50-50 down the middle. Andres Wilhelm is the nose behind this one. Currently getting a 3.63 out of 5 on Fragrantica. This is a study around marijuana, hazelnut, coffee, mango, rhubarb, and amber. That's kind of his philosophy. What they're doing at the house is just a study around the ingredients and whatnot. So yeah, we got the marijuana one in here. Creativity is abounding with this house. Again, I love it. That'll always be on this channel. When I'm done with the sampling stuff, this will be the stuff I seek out, even though it's not popular or whatnot. I'll seek it out and put it on. I want to smell what's out there, what people are doing. A lot of stuff, like at least he's doing his own thing here. There's a lot of Etsy and smaller U.S. brands that I picked up that I won't even put on the channel. They basically are just buying the fragrance oils. Let me find a good one here. This is off the top of my head. Let's find. Well, let's. All right. I have a lot of these. So this is Rain fragrance oil. So if it says fragrance oil, it's basically a synthetic blend accords to make that composition. I mean, you have tomato, you have mango, I have watermelon, I have red apple, I have white tea, I have chocolate brownie. They can do soil. Yeah, tomato leaf. I mentioned that. So many different things. Basically, a lot of U.S. ones, that's what this is, the Perfumer's Apprentice. They're just buying these and putting them together, and I won't review those. I'm glad. This is the main reason I'm glad I started here, my fragrance journey. It takes a lot of the myth out of this stuff. This guy's not doing that. He's literally writing down the notes and doing his own thing here. What's genius about this green one is I could guess that he's very familiar with patchouli fragrances, like the big study I did on patchouli here. At least I can fill in this one. And then he just plucks, he's like, okay, I'm going to make this my own. What if we use the note of marijuana instead of patchouli? There's a lot of, the smell is totally different, but a lot of same nuances that will affect the fragrance the same way a patchouli will. You can play it in the top part and base the same way a patchouli can. It can be an undertone for the fragrance where you barely even know it's there, and it just provides a lift for other aromatics, other sweet notes, other florals. Or it can totally dominate and come over and let those just be barely underneath there while it just sits on top of the whole wearing like a lot of patchoulis do. I can see he's pretty familiar with that and just dropped in a bud here. Excuse the pun. Oh, there's a lot more to come in this review. Count how many. I mean, again, I'm going to give credit to Mugler. He's the king of this kind of fragrance. And green is way different than Amen. This is way different than that. But as far as taking patchouli and the top part and base and playing with that ingredient, flanker after flanker, he just puts his stamp on the patchouli note and how it can affect the top part and base. And that's the one fragrance. I mean, I got a 90 score and I own a bottle. That was all accident. I don't usually buy designers. I bought that pure out of composition and enjoyment of composition. And the patchouli is just hidden. And I know it's there, and I know what it does. It just forms as a cord that just floats through the fragrance. And he's played that to death, continues to play it to death in flankers. Okay, same about Mugler, but want to credit the start of modernizing the fragrance and making it popular with sweet gourmands and other notes. Here we got hazelnut and coffee, some creativity. This is like a light roast brown coffee that comes into play. Very soft, not your medium or darker roast. Definitely a lighter roast coffee that's in here, not espresso. The hazelnut is an underused note. I'm from Portland. Even in the chefs, I'm like, why aren't people using more hazelnut up here? Like, we're known for hazelnut. Such a beautiful nut. Forget macadamia. Go to Hawaii for that. All right. This is patchouli for marijuana. So all that being said is to get to that point. That's how I feel, how it's used here. Whether he intended that or not, I don't know. But my education, my journey this far, that's how it feels. And I think a lot of perfumers would agree that it's just a good note to replace with that for a total twist and update to a fragrance. Marijuana, for you guys that don't know what it smells like, once you smell it, you can't take it back. It's kind of like a hippie patchouli, but it's just the fresh bud itself. You know it's around you. It's a very distinct smell. Let's try to describe this. Green, sharp, a lot of nuances, but a very distinct base. There's a lot of varietal to it. The core is there. Can't be mistaken that it's marijuana. It just can't be. It's its own herbal kind of musk smell. Also with a condensed pine resin on top of that with that musk, and a skank kind of funk towards a skunk, thus called skink weed a lot. It doesn't smell like skunk, but we're veering towards that area of a mixture of those things, and that's the best I can do to describe it. Once you smell it, you won't take it back. It's locked in your head. Smoke. This is the fresh varietal, so unsmoked, smoked, fresh. Like I said, I'm on my bike. I mean, I can. Every bike ride, I smell it now in the summer for sure. At least 90%. It's that high. I go by past parks, and it's just the smell. All right, we explained that. Now let's get into the perfume itself. This is a grand opening, brand new scent to my nose. It'll be forever locked in now. I like it. Hazelnut, coffee, bud, and then the mandarin and Hedione just open up on top of those dark, masculine fragrances, that coffee vibe, foodie vibe fragrances, puts a unique citrus twist on top. Very light coffee wrapped around a dubie. About 10 minutes in, little bit of Ambroxan here. Okay, now we're in the heart And yeah, this is like fresh, rubbing fresh bud on your skin. Like I've ever had knowledge of that. I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is straight up hush kush out of the bag, rubbing the plant right on your skin and taking a whiff. The heart is undeniably there. As Mary Jane settles in and is used as a patchouli note, here comes some more Ambroxan. Wish it wasn't here because at 4:20 in the afternoon, who wants an alfalfa soap? Mango is there providing a top for my bar ganja soap with an undertone of rhubarb. Amber never shows up on this rainy day woman sud. Ends like soap fading on the skin from washed hands, only not as fast as hash dissipating in the air. That's what I have. I wish the Ambroxan wasn't there. Be night and day. Told you I had a lot more references. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. It literally a bar of soap with a marijuana bar of soap is what it became. At least it was an Irish Spring. It's helping me know that the patchouli was helping make the Ambroxan Irish Spring. It is Ambroxan that makes my skin blow up like soap. So here, just the marijuana version of soap. Scoring for the green. Perfume Sucks. Originality, addictiveness, 7 out of 15. Projection sillage, 4 out of 5. Be careful on that. Longevity, 3 out of 5. Composition, 15 out of 25. Ingredients priced ml, 20 out of 25. Top, heart, and base, top, 10 out of 10. I love the top. Heart, 2 out of 5. The base, a 5 out of 10. Scores a 66. It's got to be sampled for yourselves. You guys got to try this. Where do I see this being worn? 4:20 in the afternoon. Window. I bust myself up here. I don't know how I can't get through this. Is simple stuff. When do I see wearing this in a circle? Who do I see wearing this? Snoop Dogg. You guys know what's going there, or somewhere like that. How many sprays? 3 to 5 for me. That's it, guys. Peace out. Be blessed.